Yo, 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 yo. Back to the big dog hosting.
Please don't fuck up.
Out to the big dog hosting. Shout out to LB. He on the road right now, but he might pop in, might not. I guess it'll be a surprise to all of us. I guess we'll stay
It'll
tuned to
be a
find
big
out. Stay tuned to find out. But we're gonna keep this show on the road, keep it popping, keep it grooving. Shout out to C Media, boom, boom. What he do? Shout out to our sponsor, bam.
And I still got this drink here from when I stopped drinking.
It's a shame.
Yes, I am back to drinking, guys.
Oh, okay. Back to it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, just not heavy though. Not heavy.
Might look like, but it's heavy though. I feel you. I feel you. How was your week?
It was interesting. It started off pretty good, and then got hit with some bad news. Lost another family member, and it's just been cooling it since. To be honest, yeah.
It's heavy.
What about you?
Well, I got back from a work retreat, which is probably one of the reasons why we couldn't do the show last week. I had a work retreat from last Thursday to Sunday. It was
How was that?
amazing. I give it that. Got to meet Mike Tyson. Got to get performed. Like Rick Ross did a performance for us. That was pretty.
That's
cool.
pretty dope.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's probably the best all expense paid trip I've ever been on. I got to stay at the Intercontinental. Right by the water, out on a yacht. It's nice. Vibes.
I need to get your job.
Vibes, really. I ain't gonna lie. I had no problems. I know. I coupled that with, had a short week. I'm off work tomorrow because of Good Friday. My company Canadian based, so they take it seriously. So I'll be off tomorrow. So coming off a work trip. That was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then coming back to a short week, that's like the perfect combination because this week was dragging. When you come back from not working in the office for 2 days and being around your coworkers for that long, there has to be a break somewhere in there. Like
it has to.
I was seeing these people at that point. It's like 9 days in a row. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
There's only one person I probably see that much, and that's the person I probably damn near live with. So it's like outside of that, it's too much, too often. But getting ready next week. Got a trip to Colombia, so just getting everything in order, just traveling, doing what I do.
So you're leaving us again. Got it. So you're leaving us again.
I mean, probably. Definitely so.
That's how you feel. It's okay.
I mean, Colombia, y'all. Colombia, y'all. It's not too hard of a decision. I'll tell you that.
It's not. To be honest,
the easy one. Plus, it's already paid for. So,
Oh yeah. No, have
but
fun.
got some good things. I'll probably post some on the Vibe Society Instagram page.
Okay.
But we can hop into the show now. This week, trigger word of the day will be weak.
Why?
I just feel like people say that often, like, oh, this week or next week or that week or something like
weekend.
That. Yeah, it's all counts.
Weekday.
They don't say the artist. Don't say the day of the week. Don't say none of it. All of it's out of your vocabulary for the next hour or so. We do have some good topics. Some ones that we bounced off each other that we really liked. Some things that we thought, get a conversation going at least, and it's fun, for the most part. So with that, let's see. The first one, let me see. The first one we had decided.
Please.
Huh?
Let's get through this intro.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit that. But first, a word from. It'll be easy. Our intro.
Yeah, baby.
like high.
No,
You
that's
would
the LSD
definitely
shit. If you on
you
LSD,
would
you gonna
definitely be tripping if you watch that
or
intro.
or you get epilepsy, you die. It's one or the
Yeah,
other. It's pretty much one or the other. Like I feel bad for whoever has epilepsy. They're gonna, you know, they out of there.
I always heard about epilepsy growing up, but I've never actually met somebody who has
You
it.
know what? You know the first time I ever saw it was like Kanye West like flashing lights video. And like
Hmm.
I remember they in the beginning they were like, warning, if you have like epilepsy, like you shouldn't watch this video. Cause he was flashing mad lights and shit. I'm like, oh damn. But see, music videos teach you something. Hip hop taught me a lot of things. Look at that.
I feel bad for people who with epilepsy that get pulled over by cops.
Ah damn.
Like,
Yeah, you
shit,
got
you
fuck around and crash. Like I don't know
yeah,
what
and then
happens. Do you go in the
and not
shop? Like what happens? Like
I don't know, but now it's the cop's fault. I think he should be sued.
fact, like yo,
Like,
you could just hit the siren or hit a whoop whoop. Everyone hear the
yeah.
sounds. I
Oh,
hear the
they
sound sometimes before I see the light. I hear a whoop whoop.
this is true. Well, not me, because I blast my music. So
I'll be
I'm
scared
gonna
out
need
there.
the light.
You're gonna hear them that whoop. That
But
bit come on. You hear that?
they have it to where they could put like just these white beam lights on.
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh, you got more experience than me. Okay.
my cousin is staying with me, and we were like, I was following him back to my house, and we're at a red light, and this asshole turned on the damn lights on me and almost blinded my ass.
Mm.
Like I was stuck there for the light turned green, and I'm still sitting there like I can't see, I can't see nothing.
So why do he pull you over?
He didn't pull me over. He can't pull me over here. It's not his county.
Oh,
He,
he's a
he
cop.
yeah, he was just being a dick.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, well, that's a good shout out to your cousin. That was a great introduction to him for the pod. Okay. First topic of the day is not her cousin, but it's about but similar. Well, it might
How
be
is that
touchy.
similar?
It's my
How is that similar?
this might be touchy for you, so we'll tread lightly here.
Okay.
But it also like gets you thinking though, because it's like
It
if you
does.
plan your own funeral, what would it look like? And I can go
That
knowing from me, I feel like I'm gonna play a joke or some shit on people. Like I need to have like some fake noises in my shit, like I'm trying to get out, or like I don't know, like a ghost of me or a recording that's gonna be funny. Like something gonna have to. Like I refuse to have some weird ass ceremony where you in a church and like I don't know, that's odd to me. I probably don't want to get buried. I probably want to get cremated anyway.
mm,
Like to be honest, I feel like they say like caskets are like destroying the soil. So it's like I don't know. I don't know why people would do this. Like I never understood the point of
I
caskets.
can see that
Honestly,
happening. I can
I
see
mean,
that
you
happening.
putting like you putting all this stuff into the ground. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? We just putting weird shit
It'd
in.
have been one thing if like the casket actually like decays into the
Yeah,
soil
but
and
no,
whatnot. Because like our body's gonna be decaying in there anyway. Like,
exactly. Makes no sense. Just burn your body, put it back into the earth. You good, or have somebody keep it. Who knows? I don't know. But if I could plan my shit, which I do plan on doing, if I live a long, fruitful life, I'm definitely planning my shit. Like if I got like, time I know to prepare and shit like that,
mhm.
it's up. I might fuck around, have some strippers pop out or some crazy shit. Like it just got to be kind of lit. Like I don't know who I would trust with that responsibility. To, like make sure everything's in order.
It
But
gotta be, get one of your LBs or something.
yeah, it got to be somebody who like not
I think so.
super super tight to the situation, but like
Mhm.
close enough to be like, okay, this is what he wanted. Like we're gonna make sure he go out right. Like
Mhm.
if I go in my 40s or 50s, I was going crazy. Now that's when it's like
Oh,
champagne bottles. They're gonna have sparklers coming out. Like I'm gonna need
oh
bottle
god.
girls. I'm gonna
Not bottle girl.
I want sections at my funeral. I want sections.
You
Like
want
people I
sections. So you
really
just
fuck
want it to
with.
be a whole party.
Yeah, it's a homegoing, if anything. Like I feel like
Oh,
people should view it as
wow.
a homegoing. Like too many people view it as like this sad ass, like depressing ass time where you should just be like so miserable and hate life and like I don't know. I typically never try to view things through that lens. So I think I always
Mhm.
want it to be like something that's super dope, something that's super like out there, that's different. Um, that is, it gives get people a good vibe. I never want to have that weird ass like people probably gonna break down. Yeah, you gonna have those breakdown moments and people gonna cry,
Yeah.
whatever. But like I want people to follow that up with like a joke or something. Follow up with a shot. You cry, you take a shot. I'm gonna have rules to my
Hmm.
shit. You cried at my funeral, give me 2 shots. Like,
I actually like that. I think I'm gonna steal that.
yeah, that's actually
I'm
fire.
gonna
Off the
steal
top
that.
of the dome, that's kind of fire.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. You cry, you
that's
gotta take
kind
a
of
shot.
dope. Yeah.
Like that way, you like okay, I can't cry like that. Let me, or at least you get fucked up a little bit, and you start talking about, oh, he was so dope, he was so good.
Yeah.
Now,
No, be-
now, what's the thing is, the thing that had me rolling about this question is that I was listening to something, and they was saying how like they've seen it where like exes come and like I don't know how I feel about it being super open. Like just inviting
Mm,
anybody into my funeral, like my homegoing. Like I don't know what type of spirits you walking in with. Like I
right.
don't know. I don't know. You should be coming here. Like
The invite only
yeah,
still.
yeah. I feel like it should be invite only. Like BYOB type shit. Like like I want it to be a party, but like not just anybody coming to the party. Like a
Right.
little bit of exclusivity in there because I don't know. You don't want nobody who like had a little bit of harbor resentment towards you popping up, and all of a sudden, now you can't go home peaceful. But
Hmm.
that's just me.
Not,
I just feel like that's just
now
me.
you like your spirit want to fight them because they
That
started shit at your funeral.
now
Like,
my
nah, I
body want to
can't
low
go
key.
until you get these hands.
Now my body want to squabble, and it's like, dang, like I ain't even come here for that really. You feel me? Like,
Right. That's one thing I don't want to happen at my funeral. I don't want no fights. I went to a funeral and like my cousin waited till we got out of the church and approached my dad's ex fiance and was like, "Grandma dead now. I could beat your ass."
see, that ain't the time and place. Come on,
I was just like, "You couldn't wait till we at least got
we
back to the
leave.
house."
Like, come on, you
And
can't take the
like you
text.
in front of the church. Like, relax.
But how would you plan yours?
Um I know one thing for sure that most likely will happen is my ex best friend would be in the background wearing the Grim Reaper costume.
Your parents gonna beat her ass.
It's cause like when we were best friends, we always said like whoever dies first, the other one has to wear the Grim Reaper costume to their funeral
They gonna
and
beat
stand
your
in
ass. Your
and
family gonna
stand in
beat
the back.
your family gonna beat
And
her ass.
even after like we decided that we're like no longer going to be friends with each other or anything like that, we're not going to contact each other. Like once a year, I hear from her once a year. She'll call me, be like, "Hey, so that deal is still on, right?" And I'm just like, "If you want it to be, like, I don't care." Like,
That's a creepy ass fucking
if you want me
long
to still
dealing
show
pact
up to
is
your
fucking weird. That ain't
funeral,
happening. Get the fuck out of here. How you not even friends
I,
with the person no more?
well, this is a long story.
Who decided
Okay.
not to be best friends with people? Yeah, women are so weird. Anyways,
But besides that, um I do like your idea of having rules to my funeral. So I definitely would have rules
yeah,
to
it got to
it.
be a little bit of party, a little bit of action to
Definitely
it,
have
right?
rules to it.
I wanted to
I
be like,
would
fuck around, have a murder mystery in my shit, like.
That'd be dope.
Like I
Like,
really refuse to have a boring ass like sit down and everybody come up and tell a good story. Because more times than not, my stories ain't gonna really be that like that good.
mine's either. So
My story's gonna be like, man, this man was an asshole and he was wild. He talked a lot of shit. Like I already see
yep.
the type of people I know. Like I'm not setting myself up for that. I'm not gonna give people the opportunity to do all that.
Mm. I
I'm gonna
think
I'm gonna have a list of people I want to speak.
I
Ones I know gonna
I
say
would
good shit.
I would allow like the the usual type of funeral to happen for the sake of my mother.
Mm.
But after that, no, it's fair game. It would be dope if like no one like figure out like no they don't tell people how you passed, right? So you're able to plan that. So you're able to
That is
like
the worst
have that
idea.
you can set up that murder mystery type of
Yo,
thing.
that is
And
the worst idea. That is
now
not a good idea.
y'all gotta
If you
solve how
committed
I died.
suicide, If you committed suicide, you think that's a good idea? That's a horrible idea.
See, the good about this is that you could set up the game how you want it set it up. So
You
like
gonna
if you
lie
want
about how you
people
died? Like,
if you if you want people to believe that you were murdered or something by X, Y, and Z person, you can set that up. It is what it
who was my biggest op? Like, find
is.
out. Like, and then it turned out being my mom. Like, like what the fuck?
Yo, that'd be so messed up if you played it on your mom.
That would be crazy. But I'll probably do that
That'd
shit
be
too.
what the
I'll
fuck?
probably do that shit too. Damn.
I definitely want to be cremated. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to be cremated. Um, I always wanted to put like a little bit of me and like a necklace and like give it to my mom and my closest friends, and that's it. And the rest of me, I could throw it in the ocean or something. I
It's like
don't
my
know.
mom's idea. Since I was a kid, my mom always said that take my urn and throw me in the ashes, throw my ashes in the ocean.
Don't be
I thought, yeah,
ashes.
she was always weird like that. I mean, this was like 20 years ago. She was saying this. Like
Oh,
I was
really?
like, she was ahead of the curve with the whole cremation shit. I ain't gonna lie. She's
Is
like,
she still feels the same way?
oh, 100%. If anything, she's like triple down. Like I know the specific ocean I want y'all to dump me.
Ah,
That's just like
okay.
she is full fledged. She do not want to be no buried. Like hell nah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be buried at all.
It's a weird idea. Weird ideology behind death and shit too. Like, I don't want to be buried. I pass that dingy ass soil. Like that dingy
I
ass.
mean, you're in a casket,
I
but I
don't
don't see the
care.
point
And
of
them shits would
spending
be
so
expensive.
much on a
Caskets are
casket
expensive.
that's not even going to decay and give back to the soil. Like,
I mean, a casket you're only gonna see one time too. Like
exactly. Like, it would be a different thing if you're going to keep me in the casket and keep me in a room or something like that. And you can see the casket every now and then. Like,
that bitch about to get buried. Give
you
me the
spent your
cheapest one.
hard money on this casket.
On God, if my mom had it in her will, she want to be buried, she's getting the cheapest casket known to man. I'm like, we see this casket for less than an hour, then we never
Mm-mm.
see it again ever.
I'm sorry. If it's not
The
able
chance of her
to,
being excavated is like 0 to none. So it's like, this is
yeah, no.
numb.
If it's not going to, do some good for the oil and decay with my body, then don't put me in it.
We do have 2 comments. Let me move that joint down. Tyler said, "Dust flying and people drinking while passing the blunt. That is a dope way to go out."
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Interesting.
I definitely want to have a little smoker section at the funeral. Like, smoke one for me. Like, that'd be dope. Like,
Yeah, that would
light
be
one for me
nice.
up there. Light one for me. Like, smoke. Go
That
crazy.
would be nice. My mom
Like,
would hate that, but she'll be all right.
like the aroma, the vibes got to be good. Like, send me up. Like, send me up.
Mm-hmm. This will set me up.
Yeah, send me up and send me up. Like, smoke one for the homies. Let one burn a little bit. Like, post something out for me. Like, do all
No,
that
no,
stupid
no.
ass shit.
Do not pour nothing out for me. If it's not going down your throat, don't pour it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pour something out for the
We are
homies.
not. We're not wasting liquor. I'm
We
sorry.
wasting. Hey, there's a lot of. There gonna be champagne bottles to spray that shit. Oh, my shit to go
Mm-mm.
crazy. I want you to spend. I want you to lose some money. Fuck it. I want, I
You
want
want the
motherfuckers in
Lulu?
the. I want motherfuckers in the corner gambling. I want niggas in the corner gambling. I want it to be a full event. Like ain't no.
At this point, it's not a funeral. It's a cookout.
I
Like,
mean, I saw.
you
That's
might
still
as well do a block party or something.
a block party for a funeral. Is wild. Sounds wild. Sentley said, "Lots of roses, R&B music, casual attire, people talking about their favorite movies with me. That's cool. I don't know about
That
the
sounds like
roses.
a normal. It
Because
sounds.
the only thing is like an hour later, what happens with the roses? What do you think happens with them?
I don't know.
Unless you want to
Normally,
be
the
buried.
family takes them home.
Unless you want to be buried, then I guess. But even then, you said a family bring. You think the family want the funeral flowers?
That's what normally happens. The family takes the
Why
funeral
the
flowers
fuck?
home.
See, that's what people weird. I don't want to look at them flowers every day and be like, oh, that was a day from the funeral. That was a day from the funeral. Like,
Yeah,
why do they
like
fuck? Would I want these? Like, throw these sheets out.
no. I want it to be where if you're going to attend my funeral, bitch, you putting in money for this funeral. You're not attending for free. Your
You
money is gonna go
you
towards
gonna make an
something.
Eventbrite for your funeral?
Hell yeah.
You gonna
Hell
make an
yeah.
Eventbrite for your funeral sounds crazy.
Yeah. No. Y'all go. You want to attend? You better put some money in.
Yeah, I rhymed too. Damn, that was hard. That rhymed
Yeah.
too. I'll give you credit for that.
Thank you.
But
Appreciate it.
overall, I don't know. I just don't. Mm, that does sound dope though to have an Eventbrite for your funeral. I mean, that'd
No
be the
more
best
free
way.
parties.
The best way to promote it. If you want to get the word out there, like to a select few, like oh here go the link to the Eventbrite.
Yep. There you go.
Go to the link. Here go the link. Sign up. You know how many people come in. You
Mm-hmm.
know, pay a little $5 at the door. The
That's
proceeds
another
go
thing.
somewhere.
Imagine being charged to attend a funeral at the door.
That sounds sick.
That sounds sick as fuck. Like,
Definitely sounds sick in the head. We are very a capitalist society. Wow, this is a, this is a sad way we're going out, but we here now, so fuck it. I mean, it doesn't sound like a
fuck
bad
it.
idea. Hmm. Sounds good to me, honestly. I'd be like, yeah, I'll pay somebody $5 to get into their funeral if I really fuck with them. I give you
Yeah.
I give you the $5. Like, we kind of one of my
That's
goals,
it.
but
That's
you
all
start
you getting is
if
five.
you start hitting 10, I'm like, do I really fuck with you?
That's wild. You gotta question it out.
I mean, you get to 10, I'm gonna hit the. Whew.
Yikes. Okay, but what if it's like one of those like, very like celebratory type of funerals, like what you want to have? Like it's gonna have sections,
Oh
bottles,
yeah.
strippers.
We in there. We in there. We in there.
Oh, so you pay the money there.
Yeah. Cause then it's like some of my life insurance money I want to go to there, you know. Some of my life if I don't got no kids, all my life insurance money go right to the party. I want
I'm
it to be the
dead.
best party niggas done ever had. They were like, damn.
Yeah.
Cause they ain't gonna be at a funeral home, it's gonna be at a venue. Like oh my home be a
Yeah.
home going. So they ain't gonna be at a funeral, it's gonna be at a a venue. So
Hmm.
vibes will be immaculate. So look forward to that day, guys. Look forward
Hmm.
to
I hope I get an invitation.
look forward to that day. You never know. You never know.
That'll
Who
be
could be
dope.
next? All right. We spent a lot of time on that one. Moving on. Now this one is pretty funny. Personal experiences with this one, so we're gonna take care of it carefully. All right. Would you tell on your significant other's parent if
Hold
you
on, let
caught them
me
cheating?
let's see what the society said.
Please.
Okay, so Ash said, hold on, wait, she got multiple. Ma'am. She said she said these things not big enough to type for everything she won't. um, IDK if that's my place since they're not my parents, but um I'll threaten to tell if they don't, but I won't. I'm gonna tell my brothers though. They got that. I, she was all over the place with that one.
Yeah, very much. I guess she pretty much said no.
Yeah, she
But
said
also
I'll threaten.
threatened.
She'll tell the parent that I'm gonna tell on you if you don't tell, but she's not really gonna tell until like later on down the line, and then she'll tell her brothers what's up.
Well, she would never told the guy.
Yeah,
Why not?
I don't know. It's a
Interesting.
great question. And
Interesting.
then Sydney said, "Nope, keep them out of your business. They'll
Mm.
find out when they leave. When I leave."
Mm.
Interesting.
Okay. Well,
All right.
that is also. Hmm. Guess you never know, really. What about
I
you?
guess you don't. Um, I would have some questions before I decide to tell. Like, I want to know, like, hey, like, I'm not gonna go ask your parents, but I'm gonna ask you, like, are your parents like together, or like, do they
Are they
have an
good?
open
They
relationship?
cool?
Like, how's your parents' relationship? Like, do you know the dynamic of their relationship? And if he can't answer those questions, then personally, I'm not saying shit.
Mm.
I might need to talk to the parent first. Hey, can you explain the dynamic of your relationship?
I mean, are you guys together happy? Like, are you?
Yeah, like, are y'all happily together, or like
Is there
y'all
like a little
gotta?
open relationship going on here?
Yeah, like what's going on here? Y'all, y'all smithing it out, or what's going on?
That would be very interesting. Like, I don't know. Got a little entanglement going.
Yeah, like what's going on?
I don't
Now
know.
if they ask me why, I'm just be like, huh?
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah.
What you say? Oh, I think your son's calling me. I gotta.
It's very interesting. So I actually have been in this position. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why it's very and I saw it online, I was like, damn, I was really in this position. So just a little background. I was dating this girl for like 4 years, and I just came home from college, first year in college. And so me and my boys, we at like this gas station. I think it's a 7-Eleven, right? But it's like on a back road. It's down in Fort Myers.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's not much going on in the city anyway. We at the 7-Eleven, it's kind of ducked off, blase, blase. I remember I'm in the back grabbing like a Powerade or Gatorade, some shit. And I turn
Mm-hmm.
around, I'm in the aisle, and I see this man come in through the door. And I'm like, he looks familiar. I'm like, okay. And then I look at him, I'm like, oh, that's old girl Pops. So I'm like, oh, okay. When I was walking up to the like past the aisle, because he was kind of tall, so you kind of saw him over the aisle. So I'm walking up, walking up, walking up. We getting like perpendicular to each other. That's the right
Mm-hmm.
word.
Yes, that's the right word.
All right, I'm good. All right. When we intersect, I see the another lady who ain't his wife on the other side, little white lady. I'm like,
Huh.
it was a quick pause, and I went immediately turn, but he saw me,
Oh, yikes.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
so when he saw me, this the funny part about this is I've been knowing this man probably since I was like 14. I'm like 18 at this point. And me and him had very few conversations. Not because like he didn't fuck with me, just because he was always busy, always working. Just kind of his schedule. We didn't run into each other.
Working. Got it.
I mean,
Working.
he did have a nightlife job. I know that for a fact. Not like nightlife, but like he worked on like
Mhm.
a lot of the clubs in Naples, like computers and computer systems and stuff like that. So whatever, whatever. So I barely saw him anyway. But I knew he was,
Okay.
obviously. We hung out, been on trips before. But we was never like tight knit like that. But excuse me. So when he saw me,
Mm-hmm.
this man came up to me, and I kid you not, I don't think he's ever done this before. The 4 years I know him, came up to me, hey, what's up, Aaron? How college going, right? Like, how you? This man has never dapped me up. In the 4 years
Yikes.
I knew this man, he wouldn't make it seem like I was his long lost homeboy or some shit, like as if we was really from the same cloth or something like that.
Wow.
And it's like he was, like, oh, how you been, bro? Like, how college been? How college been treating you? Oh, it's all good. It's all copacetic. I'm trying to keep shit short. I'm like, hey, do you? And I ain't see nothing. Like, I'm gonna
He's
fall
like,
back.
probably in his head, he's like, "Oh shit, he saw me. Let me."
Yeah, he's trying to mend it. Like, let me
Mm-hmm.
test the waters. Let me test the waters. Like,
Let me see what he gonna say to see what I
yeah,
need to.
like, is he gonna show me it right here and now? Like, I don't know if he thought I was a
Mm.
sucking nigga who's gonna be like, hey, that's not, it's not your wife. Like, who's that? Like, I was
Right.
like, I want to keep conversation short. Like, I was like, oh, hey, what's good? Blah, blah, blah. Everything good with you? Oh, okay. And I just kept it pushing. Like, I wanted him to buy his shit, so I went back to the aisle. Like, I turned back around. And he was like, I
Mm-hmm.
remember he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, I got your stuff. This man tried to bribe me by buying a fucking Gatorade and like some fucking lifesavers or something. He was like, oh, I can buy
Oh
this stuff
damn.
for you. I'm like, nah, you good, you good. Trying to tell him like, bro, you good. Just get in, get out, bro. You good. I'm pretty sure he only went in there to get like some gas too. So I'm like, bro, just pay for your gas and you good, bro. This,
See, why did she even have to come out? Like she should just stayed in the car.
I think she might have fucked around and got
Oh.
some lottery tickets or something.
Oh my
But
god. That is
yeah, I
wild.
definitely don't know. And I definitely did not tell her until probably years later when we had already broken up and we was talking about random shit. And I was like, oh, I mean, this past when her parents are like great now. Like they found out, but not through me.
Okay.
So I was like, oh yeah, I saw him one time. But you saw him one time. I'm like, yeah, nothing big.
That's probably when I would tell them.
Yeah.
Unless like unless I'm actually like close to the parents.
Don't get me wrong. I was tight with the mom. I was tight with the mom. But I also feel like, okay, how do I look? Y'all live together. How does it look being like, oh, Aaron saw you at the gas station with a white woman? Like, one, let me tell you, this man, this time, I'm probably 5'9", 150. This man is like 6'3", 250. This is not, I'm not doing that to myself. Like,
Yeah, no. That's
got me,
setting it up for
got me
failure.
fucked up. This man is a dude from Brooklyn who been cut in his face before. Got a big ass scar around his cheek. Like, I'm not fucking with this man.
I would have kept my mouth shut too. Shit.
Like, outside of the fact that I'm just not telling, the man was also big as shit. Like, I'm not playing with my life. Sorry, guys. I love myself. You know, you get to be like, oh, how dare you, and da 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 da. But, man, when it comes to my life, I preserve my life for everybody else's. So,
I
that's the way
feel
I
like
keep on it.
I would have to know how my significant other is going to handle the situation. Like, are you going to intervene with your parents' life, or are you just going to take the information and be like, "Damn, that's wild."
Exactly. Like, are
Like,
you going to act on it? Like, can I trust you to be like, yo, 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 and you be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, let me try to see what the temperature is with my parents versus you being like, well, I just heard that they saw you at the fucking gas station. And
right. I feel like a female would do that shit.
yeah, probably.
Like, she'll come at it like that versus, being like, "Hey, like,
Like,
what's
I
going
feel
on
like if
with
I
y'all?"
saw, like, I feel like if someone was like, yo, we just saw your mom cheating on your pops or whatever, whatever. I'm like, let me talk to my mom first. Let me see what's good.
Yeah. I
I'm
would
not doing jump out the window and be like, your pop's mom was cheating on you. Like,
Now, okay, so if it was the other way around and your significant other told you, then you would go to the parent that they saw first.
yeah,
I would do the same.
yeah. There's no way around that.
And honestly, and if I did and they actually fessed up to it, I'm still not telling my other
Yeah, that's
parent.
not my
Like,
place. That's not my place.
yeah, like that's y'all relationship, and I'm just be like,
I'm
look,
not gonna be the one that's responsible for like a possible divorce. Like I'm not holding that on myself. Like nah,
right,
like
like
pass,
I already
hard
had to
pass for
watch my
me.
parents go through a divorce. It's not
Yeah,
fun.
it's already
So
messy
it's
as it is. Like I'm not gonna sign myself
exactly.
up for it. Like no,
I don't want to be a part of this. I just want to let you know, be careful, please. And if you hurt her, I will kill you. Like,
facts. But we do have one comment, and it's from Cintley. She said, "Yes, I would tell my significant other." Okay.
okay.
I mean, how soon though? That's the only thing is like, how soon do
Yeah.
you tell them?
House. Yeah.
Like the day
Like
of.
immediately, or
You
would you
text them right
wait
there
a
and like, oh, guess
while?
who I just saw? Like you make a joke out of it, like, guess who I just saw?
Yeah.
Like,
How would you go about telling your significant other
like mine was over
if
the
you were
phone.
to tell them?
Like when it eventually happened, it was over the phone, like during a casual conversation about like her family and her dad being, you know, uh, caught up and shit like that. But
Mm,
like during the midst of
okay.
everything, and we talk every day, we see each other every day. I don't know if I could just be like so casual to be like, yeah, yeah, I saw your dad with another woman. Like that just doesn't, come off the tongue really. Oh,
She said
immediately.
immediately.
Wow. Wow. Eh, it's true.
I
I
feel like
actually,
as much as I would not want to tell them, it's gonna eat away at me, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, like, can we talk?" Like,
oh, you think it's
so
gonna eat away at you? Oh no, I would feel perfectly fine. I would forget about it the next day. This shit would like in my back of my head, it'd be like it never happened. Like it never
I don't,
existed.
I don't, but then again, that still depends on who I'm dealing with. Like, how would they handle the situation? Because I don't want them to make a mess of it. Like,
Yeah,
yes, that's your parents, but that's also not really your place. Unless like you are extremely close to your parents and you are like involved in their relationship for somewhat reason. Like, not your place. Actually, that happened to my ex. That happened to my ex.
which part?
Um he saw the guy that his mom was dealing with at the time with another woman when we went out.
Mm.
I never met the guy that she was dealing with at that point, so I didn't know that we were looking at him. And when he came and talked to him and I asked him who that was, he was like, "Oh, it's just a family friend." Like he didn't even let me in on the information until like I found out that day that his mom found out that he cheated on me.
That's
That's the day I found out. Cause like she found out she threatened to beat me if I didn't tell her that he like what was going on and why we broke up. And then after I told her, she was like, "Oh wow." And then that's when she told me about the guy. And then that's when he was like, "Yeah, that's the guy that we met." And I was like, "Oh wow. It's crazy."
Shit
I was like,
happens
"Wow."
crazy. I remember one time. I'll say this though. Now, nobody take offense to this. I hope nobody takes offense to this. But so I had broke up with this one girl. Broke up with this one girl.
Mhm.
Right. This is like mid college days, like end of college days. So dated this one girl, and remember I had went to the Oviedo Mall. Was it Oviedo? Yeah, it was. Cause they got the theater there in Oviedo Mall, right?
I don't know. I only went there once.
They do. I'm pretty sure they do. Oviedo Mall,
Okay.
and so I remember me and my boy was like, "Yo, we're gonna go see." I forgot what fucking movie it even was. I forgot the movie. I know it was trash. It was a trash movie. I was mad I even paid money for it. But he's like, I got a little play. I got you, me, some other shorty. Like, we can slide out there. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
it's a play. It's a play. It happened very randomly. Like, fuck it. I don't care. I'm really high at this point, too. Like, super high. Like, I'm like, why am I even going here? But
Mm.
I end up going, right? And I remember as I'm going up the stairs, I see my ex's mom, like, with her boyfriend. I'm like,
Hmm.
when I tell you I try to avoid that lady so much, like, but I remember like I think she ended up seeing me because she tall as fuck. So she
No
ended up
damn.
seeing me. Her mom ended up seeing me. She come up to me. She's like, "Oh hey Aaron, da 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 da. How you been?" But I'm trying to make sure I'm far away from the group. Like I'm trying to make sure I'm extremely first. Like, oh, like we miss you at the house. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh okay, sounds great. Like, what movie you gonna go see? She ain't tell me. She's like, oh, I don't know yet, but we're gonna figure it out. She ended up going to the same damn movie that I'm
Ooh.
in. I see her in the
Ooh.
corner. I see her in the corner at the top too. So I'm like, ah, shit. The whole time,
Yikes.
like, I'm in a hoodie, trying to like, trying to make sure like nobody can see me. Like, god
Like
damn.
shit. Fuck.
But it was the craziest shit ever. It was just like, yo, what are the fucking chances?
That is
I was like,
hilarious.
I know I don't have this bad of luck where I'm just running into a motherfucking parents. It's on a school day. Like, don't you got work tomorrow? What the fuck is wrong with
Don't
you?
you guys go tomorrow?
Like I'm like, you got work at like 7 a.m. or some shit. Like, what the fuck you on a random fucking weekday trying to fucking hang with the young kids? But
She grown. She grown.
ugh, that was that. But overall, I would tell them this is a very long period of time. I think we were in agreement with that, or a little different.
um, in agreement to an extent. It depends on the person.
Yeah, you fucked me. You probably tell them quick.
Not, I'm not telling them immediately.
Yeah, I don't tell them. You never know what's happening. I'm not gonna be called for nobody going to jail that day.
I need to do some investigating first. And do I really need to release this information?
Like, that shit gonna tight to the chest. So the next one is a little bit funnier. And it's one I saw online. Cause I'm like, yo, it made me think about my broke college days. It really
Not the broke college days.
had me thinking about my broke college days. Like, I used to have less than this, and I used to survive. Now you get to a certain age, you're like, damn, I spend X amount, and it's like you pay for convenience over conveniency. Like, it's super weird now when you get older, like how you spend shit for no reason. So I was thinking, I had $25. That's a fair amount. $25 to live off for 1 week. Like, what would I buy?
Well, the society said Sydney was like something to cook, a cheap meal.
Okay.
Uh Tyler said condoms because I'm going to be slinging a lot of dick for one of my women to take care of me.
That sounds like a lot of self respect in there. Like, like a lot of boy respects himself a lot. I'll say that.
Cherry said a pack of water, food
I
and
go water.
snacks, vitamins and supplements, like the 24 packs.
All right, she's tripping. That's the worst $25 spent possible. You gonna spend on vitamins?
Vitamins, yeah, you gotta keep yourself healthy.
What the? Yeah, this is
Hey.
saying this is what y'all Gen Z. This some Gen Z shit right there. What the
And
fuck?
then Ash said food for the week that's under 25. You didn't say I start off with nothing, so I'm good.
So why? I hope all your shit going stale. I hope all your shit went old. I hope all your shit was
What would,
expired.
what would you do?
Uh, after careful thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Aldi's. I'm gonna get the big joint of chicken. That's about $12, 11, $12, give or take. Stop going
Okay.
at that about what's that about like $13 left, probably 14, 13, 14, depending on change.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, um, I'm gonna get me some spinach, which is about $2. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm around left with like 11. From there, I'm gonna get me what else I'm gonna get? So I got chicken, I got spinach. I'm gonna spend another $2 on some peppers. I'm gonna spend so I'm around at like 8. I'm gonna spend another 250 on some eggs.
Damn near $5 at this point.
No. Aldi's. See, you thinking I'm jumping? I'm staying at Aldi's. I'm staying at Aldi's. I'm staying
Okay.
in jumping around stores. I'm staying at Aldi's.
Okay.
Now I get down with that. I got 5. I put the 5 in the tank, and we good. We good.
Okay.
We solid. That's
That was
breakfast,
that
lunch,
was
and dinner. We double up. You see, take the
well
one
thought
big
out.
joint, take the big joint of the chicken breast. You split it in half. One half is for lunch. One half is for dinner. You make the eggs in the morning. You take 2 eggs. 2 times 5. You good. If you got 12 eggs, that means you got some for the weekend too. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is solid. Like overall, it's a solid plan. Like you mix it in razzle and dazzle it. You put a little bit of peppers. Put some spinach in your joint. You got chicken salad every day. Great.
Okay.
Eating healthy. You get your nutrients. Like win-win for everybody.
Okay.
I
So
know
what
the nigga in me would say get some rum noodle packs. Like that's $3 for like 20 packs. $3 gets you like 25 packs these days. You take that. See, young me would have got a fucking some cheap vodka,
I'm dead.
some cheap ass fucking drink. I would have had like $3 left over, and I would have been like, "Fuck it, let me go get a cheeseburger or something like that from Checkers or something." But more mature me is like, let me eat something healthy that can sustain me, give me some energy. You know, still feel
Okay.
good by myself. So
Okay.
depends.
So when I first read this question, I was like, fuck it, I'm putting that money towards gas. I need to travel for work. Like I gotta travel far for work. So I was like, fuck it, I'll put that towards gas because I got friends that cook every day and one of them could feed me.
Wow,
Like, but like when I
that's the
was
military
sitting
guys.
down, I sat down, I thought about it. I'm like, all right, I do need to eat every day, and I don't always want to eat what my friends cook, even though like if they find out I'm not eating the whole day, like they'll
They want you to eat
involuntarily,
something.
yeah, they're still gonna try to feed me even if I don't want to eat it. Now, granted, I go to work, the teachers and the kids are already feeding me food. I get
Mm,
breakfast from them and I get lunch.
true.
All right, so in my opinion, I only got to worry about dinner, and I'm good with some ramen noodles. But I would definitely buy me a pack of ramen noodles, some spinach, uh, low sodium teriyaki, no, low sodium soy sauce, and some teriyaki sauce, just in case I want to switch it up, and a pack of tilapia.
Your girl list is your list, but I don't think you lasting a week. Then we gonna
I
have to come and get you.
I last longer than that.
That was
So
when you was younger. The mo bones ain't what they used to be. But no, I do agree. The way Tyler said it though, when you young and broke, boy, you gonna start slinging something. Until you start dope or dick. Choose which one, dope or dick. It's one or two. Like it's a cruel reality of life. Like it's kind of crazy overall. Like it's the same semblance of like men who start sleeping with women. They can use their car. They can like sleep at their crib because they homeless. Like it be the same shit.
it's the fact that it's like I can think of 3 people right now that I could call up and just be like, "Hey, like I'm in a bind. Like
You got
take
three.
care of me."
Damn, that's solid.
Yeah,
That's
I
solid.
could think of 3, and only one of them actually would be able to fuck. To be honest,
Well, the other two is what we like to call suckers. Because
they're not suckers. They're friends.
oh no, I thought we were talking about men.
They are men.
I know suckers. Okay, yeah, suckers.
They're not suckers. We're
Yeah,
friends. I would do the same for them. They don't have to give
suckers.
me nothing. Like
They hit day two. You know, I'm like, ew, homeboy got to slide.
I'm dead.
You here for too long, nigga. You gonna want the hey? You got
I have
somebody
to
here?
wait. I don't gotta sleep in the bed. I'll sleep on the couch. It's cool.
That's just too close to comfort. That's too close to comfort. I wish a girl would tell me, yeah, yeah, my friend just got to sleep over for a week. Like, come on, that won't happen. Like,
It's
you know,
different if you're actually in a relationship with someone else and that happens. Like, what type of friend this is? Like,
nah, that's a little different, friend. That's a friend you don't need
mm,
to be a part of. That's a friend about to get cut the fuck off.
yeah,
You the
like
first person
I'm
you the
sorry.
first person to hit up?
If you're not one of my brothers, no.
No, no, no. I'm talking about biologically. Not no. Oh, you my twin. Nah. Yo,
Oh
it's
well,
funny.
my mother
Twin.
actually like took in a lot of kids.
I don't care about
Like,
that. Care about that shit. Fuck. Care if she went to orphanage. Like, well, fuck. I realized the word twin is like the new brother. Like the new. That's my brother. That's my twin.
oh no, I use it only because we literally have the same type of birthday. Like we're both Pisces. That's the only reason why I call my twin twin. Like no, we're twin because we celebrate our birthday in the
I don't
same month.
care.
That's
I don't care. Wake sweet.
it.
We getting all out of there. Ain't no twins. Ain't no nothing. No nothing. We getting all out there. That's the new gateway drug.
Mm-mm.
They
If
start.
I'm in a relationship, I'll help you find like a homeless shelter or something for you to go to.
If you're in,
like,
oh,
like
that's
we
crazy.
could we could find somewhere together for you, but you're not staying at my place.
It depends. The severity of the situation have to differ, but $25 though, I think it can't stretch. Honestly,
You
if
can
you
stretch
live
$25.
if you live comfortably underneath your means, for this moment you sacrifice something crazy. You be straight. Be straight. You eat really clean. Like if you just want to drink smoothies or eat fruits all week, you call it a cleanse.
Yeah,
Niggas in
you really
Ramadan
could.
right now, like I'm pretty sure that like, they doing the same thing. You be straight.
They'll be okay. It's doable.
I think it's doable. All right, and we have one more question to end the night. How should financial decisions be made in a relationship?
Mm. I feel like that depends on the dynamic of your relationship.
What dynamic would it have to be? Like,
My ideal dynamic would be like he wears the pants in a relationship. Like it doesn't matter whether I make more money or he makes more money. Like we come to an agreement of what's being taken care of. Sit down and talk about it. Whether you would rather me just worry about the house and groceries and toiletries and you know stuff around the house. Whether like even if like the door breaks, like that's something I would cover and you just worry about taking care of the bills, or like um how my brother does it cuz he pays rent with my parents. Actually, no. I don't like the way my brother does it. Cuz like I found out like his girl helps him pay some of his bills and I'm just like she got her own damn bills too. Like, are you helping her pay with some of her bills? Like, what's going on here? He's like, no, the fuck, no, no. You got a sugar mama at this point. Like, the
Oh,
fuck?
wait, what's the age difference?
They're the same age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're both. What? I'm 25. They're both 26. And it's crazy. They're literally a day apart. She's on the 26th and he's on the 27th.
Very weird.
Yeah, very.
Very odd. But I was actually this is not the first time I heard a lot of people say that lately where they said their significant other's birthday like in the same week as theirs. I'm like, damn, that's really lucky. You don't gotta really spend that much bread.
I
Like,
mean,
like y'all
I'm
can
kind of in the same boat.
y'all can chop it up and be like, yo, like it's just like chill, like we good, we just null and void, like we good, like
We looked at each other. It was like, you doing you for your birthday. I'm doing me for my birthday. If we end up crossing paths, just happy birthday and call it a day.
it's different. It's their significant others. It's different.
This is 12.
If you're in a full blown relationship and y'all both at the same birthday and within like the same week, y'all chilling. Y'all like, oh, we'll do a little bit for you, do a little bit for me, but like you're not doing the same like over the top type type gift giving that you normally would. You're not
Hmm.
going to the extremities of like, oh, I got to get you something crazy that costs X amount of dollars, and I got to pay for this crazy dinner or this brunch or put together this crazy ass party. It could be a joint thing. A lot of things could be joints. So it's like, yeah,
For
y'all paying
their
for each
birthday,
other,
they
but y'all
just
both paying
traveled.
for each other, huh?
For their birthday, they just traveled. They literally they went to go see the Grand Canyon and they drove around it and like would spend a night. They spent 2 nights in different hotels on their way driving around and whatnot.
Okay,
That's all they did.
sounds
And then
nice
they
and
went to
solid.
Vegas a few weeks later.
Hmm. See, something simple like that. I don't have that luxury, but anybody else who does, I mean, I hope they take full advantage of it because, like, that's a great thing to have. When my coworker said that, I was like, damn. They're like, I guess it was like from Sunday was one person's birthday and Wednesday was the next person's birthday.
Hmm.
So it was a couple days in between, but it's still like, okay, we do
It's
X, Y, and
close.
Z, but it's still like the birthday dinner is our birthday dinner. Like, we're just
Right.
gonna celebrate at once rather than having to get family and friends together for one, event. Like, I mean, for two events, like, let's just combine it and be like, oh, it's a joint thing. Especially if you married, makes it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
different. Like, I have realized in the last couple months, like, marriage is a different thing. I've been talking to a lot of married people and seeing how they view things, and their ideologies is very different. And like,
Really?
get to a point, it made me like start thinking a little bit heavier. Like, marriage. I feel like a lot of people get into it for insecurity reasons.
Hmm.
A lot of people get into it for controlling reasons, and it's like I want to meet a couple that get into it for the right reasons, who at least is like
Hmm.
around my age demographic, who I get to talk to and pick their brain and see, why you did it, how it goes, in and outs, like what changes, what doesn't, what gets better. I'm pretty sure there's something that gets better.
Hmm.
Communication wise, maybe you guys have a greater connection once you say your vows and take that covenant, but it's just very peculiar. But like I would say, especially in a relationship, financial decisions, the open communication part always like sets it up. I would guess.
Hmm.
You know, uh, I think it's different. Like, so there's certain people who, before they get married, like, they start making crazy financial decisions together, which is nothing wrong with it. Um,
Hmm.
to each their own. I have to know to what extent I would have a financial relationship with my significant other before marriage. But if we're
Okay.
talking about marriage, then I think everybody in their head has like an ideal of how they want things to go.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure everybody would want it to be like, well, I know most women will go for, oh, he pays everything and I just stack my own money. I mean, that's just how most women have been conditioned to feel like that's how it's gonna
I
go. But
don't think it should be like that though.
it sounds crazy though, out loud. And it's like,
Yeah.
what was I watching? I forgot what I was watching, right? But they were just like, yo, like, there's no way, like, this ideology can continue happening. I think because the woman had said, like, oh, you know, men these days don't know how to build, they can't take care of a woman, and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, you might be right. That might be
Mm-hmm.
completely true. I might not know how to build a house, but, like, don't make it seem as if, like, you do the same housekeeping and traditional woman roles as well, you know?
Right.
And it just goes back to this whole ideology of, like, if we're trying to get rid of gender norms and gender roles, then we can't pick and choose on which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to
Mm-hmm.
hold true to value. Like it kind of doesn't work that way, and it's like the same way for men. I think men should be held accountable the same way. Like a man can clean, a man can cook, a man can do laundry, but he can also do things because he wants to do them. Like take out the trash. It's not really a man's thing, but hey, if it's late at night, what would you want your girl to go out there anyway? You know,
Right.
you should be able to go wash this woman's car. So you're like, oh, it's dirty. Can you wash it for me? Sure, no problem. Like, there's certain things. Like, oh, I need a tire fixed. Like, I need something fixed around the house. Like, there's certain things, like little nuances that can happen where you're like, okay, I understand why you might need my assistance. Now, sometimes women just like their men to do stuff for them. I mean, that's definitely a true truth. Like, oh, sometimes I'm just tired. It's not because of like the gender norm of like, oh, you're a woman, so I want you to do it. More so like, I'm feeling lazy or tired, and I want you to do it. So it's
Mm.
like it's very peculiar how things can happen on both ends, and it's oddly funny enough, like overall, like how people view like financial decisions. So some people have these separate bank accounts. Like I got a friend who was like an accountant, and he was saying how he had made a post about or a poll on Instagram, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
would you have a separate account with your significant other or with your husband or wife? And a lot of people were saying no. They think they should be
Why
having. They,
not?
should- they think they should have joint accounts. I'm like, I do think you should have a joint account, but I also think you should probably have a separate account as well.
Yeah, I think you should have both.
Cause like it's a way to both for both people to have a little bit of security within themselves. Like,
Right.
and who wants to has to have like if I don't have to get micromanaged at work, I damn sure don't want to be
Mhm.
micromanaged in a relationship. Like,
Exactly.
why'd you spend that? What you spend that on? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my, like you write my checks. So it's like I see it from so many different angles and so many different views. It's almost like it's impossible to really answer because like everybody make different financial decisions. Like me and you probably have way different financial decisions that we make, or like
Mm.
me and somebody else, or you and somebody else. And it's like we all view money differently because it's a made up concept. Like not everybody was taught the same way to how to use money, utilize money,
Right.
make money work for you. Like there's so many different ways and so many different ideologies. Like if a woman had way more knowledge about money and things like that than I did, why would I ever denounce that knowledge? Like that would be the
Exactly.
stupidest thing
Yeah,
ever. Like,
that would be retarded.
oh, you say this works and you done it and X, Y, and Z. Oh, let's follow that model. Like,
If it works, let's
yeah,
continue.
I think what
I was
happened.
talking to one of my coworkers about this question, and um, she stated she's like, if we're not married and we have nothing that we financially put in on together, why do I need him to take care of my bills all of a sudden? Like I've been doing it this whole time. My bills are my bills, his bills are his bills. Now, if you need help with your bills, then we can talk, and
You know
vice
what's
versa.
crazy? I literally saw this woman tweet the other day. If you're not paying one of my bills, then what do we have to talk about? And I was like,
Ma'am, you've been paying your bills by yourself this whole time. Why do you need a man all of a sudden to take
it's
over your
weird.
bills?
What's really weird though, right? I saw this other tweet, and I don't know how I feel about it. I might agree, I might not, and it depends on the day. This
Mm-hmm.
woman was like, if you're moving in, if this woman tweeted, she's like, if a guy asks me to move in and he wants me to pay half of the rent, then why would I even move in with him? I'm like, she was like, I might as well stay with myself. I'm like, one, probably be cheaper to move in. I mean,
Yeah,
a
like that's the
huge,
first thing I'm thinking.
it's like a huge discount on rent, a huge discount on rent. And chances
Mm-hmm.
are, one of y'all are not staying at your place that often. That is how it
Mm-hmm.
goes.
So
So
why
it's
pay
like,
for two places when
exactly,
y'all
right?
just combine and pay for one?
And there's a plenty of reasons why. But my only thing to that would be like, for her to say like, "Oh, why would I ever move in if you only pay half?" It's like, so what are you contributing to the household?
Yeah.
And
Like,
I hear people start saying like, "Oh, I make sure the house looks nice," and stop. That's not the equivalent for paying rent or paying a mortgage. It's not equivalent. Like, it's not equivalent. Nowhere near.
it's
So
not.
it's like,
Unless like when things break in the house, you taking care of that too.
and if that's the case, I'm gonna start breaking everything in the fucking house so you can repair them. I'm gonna smash every damn cabinet in that fucking place.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
smash the granite top. I'm reposter everything. Like what the
Now don't
fuck?
get me wrong. Groceries aren't cheap. They're not cheap, but it's
God.
still the
But if
amount.
it's
It's
two
still the
people,
amount.
it ain't
Yeah,
rent money.
it's not. It's not. On top of that, that's just the rent money we're talking about. Now, what if this person owns this house? You still have other bills a part of this
I
house. You
mean,
got the
regardless,
electric, the
even if it
water,
is
like
rent, I got other shit too. You got a car
yeah.
note. So you're expecting the man to pay the entire mortgage. You're expecting the man to pay the entire car note. You're expecting the man to pay the entirety of the food. I'm just like, that's so weird. Like,
I don't know. I can't.
I wish I could understand the concept of wanting somebody to take care of you without you contributing to the larger things in life. It's not like a great feat. That's not like a great attribute to have. Like, women don't just have a great attribute because it's hard pressed for me to think that a man think he can move in with a woman and not pay anything.
Right. Actually, no. So my ex actually moved in with me and my family before I left for college. And we sat down and had a talk with him. Of course, he had to start paying rent. At first he wasn't paying rent. But after a while they was like, okay, like we need help with the bill, so we're gonna start charging you rent. They set that up, and then from there, he took care of the rest of his bills. I took care of the rest of mine. The only time that, like, granted, even though he's taking care of his bills, he still talked to me about what he was doing with his bills. He didn't have to, but he just wanted to because he wanted me to understand and know what he was doing with his money. And like, so if I hit him up, be like, "Hey, I want to do this," and he tell me we can't, I'm like, "Why the fuck not?"
Why? Yeah, that's
Like,
the time where it gets tricky when you start hitting people with the why.
cause like I'll hit him up, be like, "Hey, like let's go on a trip. Like it costs this much, and we can go half." And he'll be like, "I can't afford it," and I'll just be like, "What the fuck are you
Why
doing?"
not?
Like,
Yeah, why not?
yeah. Or
Half the
like
rent. Like why can't you?
there'll be times where he's like, "Hey, I got a bill that's coming up." And I would have the money for it, but not at the time that I need it. Like, could you spot me?
Mm.
And I'm just the person I was like, I don't
Yeah, you
mind
was tricking.
helping
Get it?
you. I don't mind helping you out with your bills and you not paying me back because I expect you to pay it forward. Like, you don't have to pay me back the money. Like, you just, if you want to randomly hit me up, be like, "Hey, I'm going to take you somewhere nice to eat." That's fine with me.
Not cool.
Or like, just be like, "Hey, I got us a hotel for the weekend so we can get out your parents' house."
Yeah, it's dope.
Cool. Cool. And then you'd be like, "Oh, this is like my repayment to you for helping me out with the bill." Okay, whatever, sure. like I wasn't gonna help you out in the first place. If I have the means to help you out and you're my significant other, I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
But
that makes sense.
um I did the same with when I realized he was doing that with me and like breaking down his how he pays his bills to me. I broke it down how I do mine's to it,
Put
and
them on game. Makes it easier
we
for.
had that we had that dynamic, and he realized, okay, like, all right, you have your setup to where like you count your checks coming in, so you know how much money you're gonna have before you even get your checks. And
So
I'm
you can
like,
be able to like,
yeah.
yeah,
So I know whether I have enough to pay my bills, and if I don't, if I need to go ask somebody to spot me.
good.
And if I'm gonna have some left over, I could put that to the side and save that up, and vice versa. And then he's like, okay, well, with knowing that, because he didn't have nobody to teach him none of this. So with knowing that, he took that and started applying that to himself. And as we're, going on in our relationship, I see him growing better with managing his money. Now I'm seeing that you can manage your money. Now I'm like, okay, now I need to see how you gonna live on your own when you have all these bills on yourself. Like, we were really looking at it in a long term thing. Like, okay, like I do believe that knowing how somebody manages their money is a vital piece of information to know when you're getting involved with somebody seriously, especially. So I mean, in the long run, if we would have stayed together, I think it would have worked out financially wise.
I mean, make sure you had that
All
down
those
pat.
other reasons, yeah,
I mean, make sure you had that down pat. But
yeah.
that was our last question, so that will conclude this. Almost got me. This blank episode of Five Society.
Oh wait, I owe 2 shots. So from the last episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my 2 shots now.
Take 'em, take 'em, take 'em, take 'em. That's one.
I'm gonna start getting these drinks and letting them sit longer. This thing nice.
Alcohol starts sitting, you start fermenting.
Ooh. Oh yeah. That was beautiful.
Round of applause, round of applause. Way to knock it out. I won't be on next week. I will be in Colombia. So wish me luck. Hopefully I make it back in one piece. Not pieces.
What you gonna be doing there?
Hey, yeah, I heard people be getting kidnapped, people getting held for ransoms and all this other shit out of the country. So hopefully I make it back one piece. But I should be fine. I should be fine. I'll give y'all update when I get back. But other than that, my name is Mayhem. This is Vanilla. This is Vibe Side, y'all. Take it easy.